gentle all day. Do you know Nicolas Cage will only eat animals that have sex with dignity? What an amazing code to live your life by. I can't stop thinking about Cage in a restaurant all day. I've been thinking about this. Any questions about the menu, sir? The chicken, has it ever been teabagged? You know? I'll ask, Mr. Cage. Do you reckon there's animals outside Nicolas Cage's house as we speak, deliberately having freaky sex? Couple of rabbits. Here he comes, Brian. Put your finger up my ass. Oh, we love that, Cagey. Put the gimp mask on. Come on. Yeah. The other thing's been happening, a lot of little old ladies have been coming up to me and going, "You English?" "Yes." "Did you go to the royal wedding?" "No." Nobody did in England. What we did in England, we got pissed, we watched on telly, and we went, "Oh, her sister's got a nice arse," and that was it. Nobody concentrated on the wedding. Do you know, I honestly found myself thinking during the royal wedding, do you reckon the Queen of England's ever pulled her bed covers up so that just her head is showing and just gone, "Philip, look at me, I'm a stamp"? That's not concentrating, is it? I bet she has. That's the way my brain works. I spent about an hour the other day genuinely thinking, if I could have any superpower, what power would I have? And I love the fact a few go, "That's not a waste of time, that's useful." What would you go for? I was thinking about either invisibility, not for pervy reasons, but I'd like to go to a zoo, lift up a penguin, make him look like he's flying just to freak out the others. How are you doing that? It's a mystery, Roger, it's a mystery. Put your finger up my arse. Here comes Nicolas Cage. I think the reason why I daydream is because the world's fairly depressing, isn't it? I read this story the other day that really cut me down. Apparently, some bloke nearly got put in prison because he refused to stop kissing his boyfriend on a plane flight to South Africa. How ridiculous is that? You picture him just surrounded by a sea of hate. Just sitting there going, "Mwah, mwah. Stop doing that! It's not natural! You're flying." I'll have you put in prison. What with men? Think it through. What's the point of being bigoted? You know, we're all on this earth at this moment. We all want to be happy. We're all going to die. Hang around with people you love. It makes the world so much easier. My friend Sue, brilliant human being, just a tornado of eccentricity, right? The other day, she came around my house, she said, "I got a new boyfriend." I'm like, "Brilliant. Bit of a weirdo." And she said a sentence that only she could say out loud. She went, "Sexually, he's a bit of a Harry Potter fan." What the hell does that mean? And apparently what this bloke does, at the point of orgasm, this bloke goes, "Expelliarmus." Now, I would argue that is well beyond bit of a fan, all the way into creepy. I was like, "Oh my God, what did you do?" This is the best bit. She's like, "I just went with it, Russ, and went 5 points to Gryffindor." If you hang around with people like that, the world's a better place. God, that made me laugh when she told me that. It's interesting when you laugh, you know? May as well giggle. Sometimes we laugh at things that we shouldn't laugh at. Naughty things. I call them the forbidden giggles. Shouldn't laugh, can't help it. A friend of mine works in a psychiatric ward. She told me this amazing story that her patient was walking along, right? And he threw his drinks at the wall. And my friend said, "Why did you do that?" And this bloke went, "God told me to do it." And apparently a bloke sat in his pajamas went, "I said no such thing." Forbidden giggle, shouldn't laugh, can't help it. My favourite recently, I was in a gym, right? And I saw this wonderful thing, it made me laugh so much. This child, it's about 6, just ran into the locker room and jumped into the locker. He's going to jump and scare his mates, because his mates appeared seconds later. "Where's Stephen gone?" "He was there a minute ago." "This is most irregular." And this little kid waited not for his mates, but for 3 huge, naked men. I was sat there watching, going, "Do it! Jump, you little shit, jump!" And this kid did. He leapt to these men. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Because as they tumbled into each other's naked bodies, they made a noise like no noise I have ever heard. Just... Sounded like a tugboat getting raped. It was incredible. I nearly died. Hitting me, he's orchestrating this fleshy mess. His long-suffering dad is in the showers, obviously hears this commotion and goes, "That'll be my bloody boy!" Ran back, confronted this glowing hell beast, and went, "Stephen, what have I told you about acting up in public?" And his kid cut his dad down with one very simple sentence: "Dad, your willy's moving." And I wanted to adopt that child. My family are very funny as well. I think I'm very lucky, I'm blessed. My mum, I did a huge gig in England recently. It was at the O2 Arena. There were 14,000 people there. It was ridiculously cool. And my mum was at the front of that gig, pointing at her vagina, going, "That's where the magic comes from." Right? It is truly wonderful, but nobody knew she was my mum. All they'd seen was a really old lady declaring that she had magic genitals. I wish I could bring her with me. She's such fun. She got a hot tub recently, right? And she's like, "Come on, let's get in. It'll be all right, laugh." All right. And we're in the hot tub. And then you realise after a while, you're actually just having a bath outside with your mum. And I've got a lazy eye. So "You looking at my thighs?" I goes, "No." She made me put an eye patch on. People are driving past. "What's that old lady doing in the bath with a pirate?" It got weirder, right? My brother jumped in, my sister jumped in, my dad jumped in, and two of our family dogs leapt into the hot tub. So we're all sat around, just really awkward, going, "This is a bit horrid." The dogs are just in the middle having the time of their life. And my mum, apropos of nothing, just went, "Here, guess what everyone in this hot tub's got in common?" I don't know, Mum, what? And she simply said, "Everyone in this hot tub has sucked my Thank you very much for having me.